Dear students, in today's class, we learn how to write the chemical equation for certain type of reactions, and those are nothing but precipitation reactions. And most of the precipitation reactions are double decomposition reactions. What is meant by precipitation reaction? First let us know. In the previous class, we already discussed the insoluble salts. Salts which are insoluble in water and also salts which are mostly soluble in water. You have to categorize this list. Every insoluble salt can be represented by precipitation reaction in the form of double decomposition reaction. For all these, we can write several chemical equations for these precipitation reactions. Now let us know how to write the precipitation reaction. For that purpose, you have to take salt solution. You have to take salt solution 1 and also another salt solution, salt solution 2. These are two different salt solutions, and these two are mixed. These two salt solutions are mixed. Then see what is going to happen. A solid is separated from this combination of these solutions. A solid is separated. If at all a solid is separated, then that solid is called precipitate. That solid is called precipitate. And here you can take, for example, AB. This is a salt solution. When it is present in solution, generally water as the solvent, you have to write aqua here. Aqua means dissolved in water. This is the salt containing A plus and B minus parts. I am also taking another CD. This is also dissolved in water. C plus D minus. C plus D minus. And these two solutions are mixed here. These two solutions are mixed. What happens here? These two cations will be exchanging their anions. In that way the reaction pattern is going on. A takes D, it is converted into AD, A plus D minus. C takes B minus, it is converted into CB, C plus B minus. And out of these two salts, one salt should be insoluble. Let us suppose that AD is insoluble. This is insoluble salt. And so as it is insoluble in water, that cannot be in the aqueous form, it will be coming down as a solid. When it is coming down as a solid, it is represented by a downward arrow mark like this. And this AD, which is coming as a solid, that is what you call precipitate. This is what you call precipitate. And CB salt, that remains in solution in the aqueous form. Such types of reactions are called precipitation reactions. Any one of these soluble salts may be AD. If you take any salt here, that can be obtained in the form of precipitate, but you have to take that salt in two parts, two solution parts, and then you have to combine. Naturally, whenever a salt is present in water, soluble in water, then what happens? In the case of solid, these ions will be held together. They will not be undergoing any splitting or decomposition or dissociation. When it is dissolved in water, the ions become free and they will be as ions, free ions. So the sodium ion will be in the form of aqueous sodium ion, and chloride ion is also in the aqueous form, chloride ion aqueous. These two ions are freely present in solution, and this is called salt solution. Any salt solution will be having free ions. Such two salt solutions are taking and are making to get such a salt which is insoluble in water, then you will get the precipitation reaction. Now let us take some examples for the precipitation reactions, how to write them. How to write these precipitation reactions? Let us make a trial and note all these insoluble salts. For every salt you can write the chemical equation in the form of precipitation reaction. And don't forget what is meant by double decomposition reaction. On the reaction left side there are two compounds, on the right side two compounds. Two compounds on the left side as reactants, two compounds on the right side as products. Two compounds will give you two other compounds, then such reactions are called double decomposition reactions. These are also called double decomposition reactions. Such double decomposition reactions, as you are getting precipitate here, this is the form of precipitate, that is called precipitation reaction. So double decomposition reaction in which a solid is obtained is also called precipitation reaction. This is the example for precipitation reaction. So now we will write several equations for all these precipitation reactions. First of all, note it, and later we will try to write the equations for all the insoluble salts as far as possible. Please note it down. Well and good. Now let us consider of writing the equations for insoluble salts in the form of precipitation reaction. Prior to that, remember all the ammonium salts are completely soluble in water, all the nitrate salts are completely soluble in water, and all the first A group metal salts are also soluble except few cases like potassium bicarbonate. Remaining salts are completely soluble in water. You have to take soluble salt solutions. Now let us try to write the equation, precipitation reaction for AgCl. I want to write the equation for AgCl. AgCl is insoluble, which is containing two parts. One is Ag plus ion, other one is Cl minus ion. Now you have to take these two ions separately. You have to take these two ions separately in the form of solutions. And that is why, first of all, you have to take silver ion containing solution. That means you have to take silver salt, which is soluble in water. As I previously said, that all the nitrate salts are soluble. Silver is cation, it wants anion. You can take here silver nitrate completely soluble in water, and so take silver nitrate here first. This is silver nitrate. Soluble in water means you have to write aqua. This is solution 1. This is what you call silver nitrate. This is one solution. In the other test tube, take solution containing chloride ion. All the first A group metal salts are soluble in water. First A group metals are nothing but cations. So take sodium chloride, NaCl. It is also completely soluble in water. This is sodium chloride. You have to take silver solution in a test tube. Add gradually sodium chloride solution through the walls of the test tube. What is going to happen? Just observe. Immediately, within no time, you will get AgCl. White solid is separated. AgCl, white solid is separated. This is silver chloride. Silver chloride is white precipitate. Precipitate can be written as PPT. PPT means precipitate. This is insoluble water. Silver ion from silver nitrate combining with chloride ion of sodium chloride. These two are combining to give silver chloride. As it is insoluble, it is precipitate down as white solid. The other two ions, Na ion and Na3 ion, those two will remain in solution, NaNO3, in the form of aqua. So this is the equation to develop. So silver solution is added to sodium chloride solution. Within no time, silver chloride white precipitate is obtained. The remaining part contains sodium nitrate solution. It is in the solution form. Because it is completely soluble water, all the sodium salts and all the nitrate salts are soluble, it is present in the solution form. And just if you analyze for convenience, in what way you can analyze here? As I previously informed you, every soluble salt will be in the form of ions. So silver nitrate will be in the form of Ag plus NO3 minus. Both are present in water, so you have to write aqua here also. Plus sodium chloride is also soluble in water. It will be present in free ionic form. So sodium ions will be there in the form of aqua, and chloride ions are also there, aqua. So this solution contains silver ion freely. This solution contains chloride ion freely. When these two are mixed, what happens? Chloride ion immediately combines silver ion. When it is combining, silver chloride formation is there. That is not at all present in water because it is insoluble, and so it is settling down as silver chloride white chloride precipitate. So you will get here AgCl, arrow mark downwards, that is precipitate, plus Na plus NO3 minus remains there. Na plus in the aqueous form remain there, NO3 minus in the aqueous form remain there. So this is, as it is solution, soluble salt, this sodium nitrate will be in the pre-ionic form. That won't be settled down. This is the only reaction. This is the white chloride precipitate. And here one more thing you can add further. What is that? The ions which are present on either side, which are not undergoing any change, these are called spectator ions. Silver is coming down in the precipitate, chloride ion is coming down in the precipitate, here sodium ion is present, here sodium ion is present, here nitrate ion is present, here nitrate is present. These seem to be not participating in the reaction. So such ions, sodium ion and nitrate ion, they are not participating in the reaction. On the reactant side, they are in the ionic form, free form. In the product side also, they are in the free form. That is why they are not participating. And such ions which are not participating in the reaction are called spectator ions. They are called spectator ions. And here, as they are not participating in the reaction, spectator ions need not be written in the general main ionic equation. Spectator ions need not be written, spectator ions. So here, once again, if you rewrite this equation, do you call main ionic equation? Here, Ag plus aqua, this cancels. So Ag plus aqua combines with Cl minus aqua to give you AgCl white solid. This is what you call main ionic equation. Main ionic equation. This is a precipitation reaction main equation. The spectator ions are removed. What does it mean? You can take any silver salt, and you can take any chloride salt in the aqueous form. When these two are combined, you will get AgCl. You can take NaCl, you can take KCl, you can take RbCl, you can take MgCl too. Like this. You can take barium chloride, you can take zinc chloride, you can take copper chloride, any salt containing chloride ion. And any salt containing silver ion. Silver nitrate is famous, which is more available in the laboratory as a reagent. Silver nitrate often we will take. So this is the type of writing, but you have to learn this equation only. How to write the equation for the precipitation reaction. This is the sort of equation you have to write, and these are only for explanation. What is going to happen? In future, this becomes more important. And per present, this is the double decomposition reaction, because on the left side 2 compounds are there, on the right side 2 compounds are also there. And so this is the equation, double decomposition reaction, and precipitate is obtained. This is the precipitation reaction. Silver chloride getting white precipitate. This is equation you can develop. Please note it. Now let us consider silver iodide, yellow precipitate. Silver iodide, yellow precipitate. For that purpose, what you have to take? You have to take a salt of silver ion and salt of iodide ion, which are soluble in water. All the nitrates are completely soluble. All the astates are completely soluble. So you can take a silver nitrate as in the previous case. AgNO3 aqua plus I minus. First A group metallic salts are completely soluble. So you can take here potassium iodide aqua. When these two solutions are mixed, the silver ion of silver nitrate combines with the iodide ion of potassium iodide, and when these two combine, you will get immediately AgI, a yellow precipitate. That is settling down, arrow mark downwards. The remaining two ions, namely potassium ion and nitrate ion, remain in solution. That we will show here. KNO3 aqua. This is silver iodide, yellow precipitate. That is what you call silver iodide. Equation over. Similarly, you can take here lead chloride. You can take a salt of lead ion and chloride ion. All nitrates are soluble. So you can take here lead nitrate. Lead chloride is insoluble. Don't forget. Lead chloride is insoluble. You have to get that chloride. So you have to take lead nitrate or even acetate. Lead acetate also you can take because they are soluble in water. So we are taking here lead nitrate aqua plus this is what you call lead nitrate. To this solution you have to take a solution containing Cl minus ion. You can take any solution. For example, I am taking magnesium chloride solution aqua, because magnesium chloride is soluble. Magnesium chloride is soluble in water. When these two solutions are mixed, the chloride ion combines with the lead ion, giving a lead chloride. What is the formula of lead chloride? PbCl2. So you will get here PbCl2. It is lead chloride, white precipitate, plus the other two remain solution. This is magnesium chloride. Chloride has gone into the precipitate. Magnesium ion combines with nitrate ion, giving you magnesium nitrate. All the magnesium nitrates are soluble in water, so aqua. So magnesium nitrate, Mg plus 2 NO3 minus 1, Mg plus 2 NO3 minus 1. So formula is Mg NO3 twice. This is another precipitation reaction. And also you can take lead iodide. For that purpose, once again you have to take lead acetate lead. For example, we will take CH3COO. This is acetate ion. CH3COO minus. Lead is ion plus 2 charge. So you have to write twice here. This is what you call lead acetate. Acetate ion is well noted organic ion. All the acetate salts are completely soluble in water. So lead acetate I am taking here, aqua. Plus I am taking iodide salt. In the laboratory, potassium iodide is mostly available. You can take sodium iodide, NaI, aqua. And lead ion combines with iodide ion, giving you lead iodide, PbI2. It is yellow precipitate. Plus acetate ion combines with sodium ion, giving you sodium acetate, CH3COONA. This is in aqua. Two I's are there. You have to take 2 NaI. And so 2 acetate ions, 2 sodium ions, you have to write 2 here. That is the balanced equation. By trial and error method, you can easily balance these equations. Similarly, I am taking mercurous chloride. You can take mercurous nitrate, Hg2NO3 twice. This is mercurous nitrate. Plus you are adding some other salt containing Cl minus, Ki, MgCl2 or even CaCl2. For example, let us add zinc chloride, aqua. This is also soluble. Then what happens? Mercurous ion combines with chloride ion, giving you mercurous chloride, Hg2Cl2. This is mercurous chloride, which is white precipitate, plus zinc nitrate. It will be converted into zinc nitrate salt. All the nitrate salts are soluble, so you will get zinc nitrate in the form of aqua. Let us write some more equations. Please note it. Now let us take the sulfate salts. Barium sulfate is highly insoluble in water, even insoluble in HCl also. Lead sulfate is also completely insoluble. Let us take these two for writing the precipitation reaction. First of all, you have to take barium salt, which is soluble in water. You can take barium chloride, soluble in water, barium nitrate, soluble in water, barium acetate, soluble in water. I am taking here barium chloride, soluble in water, aqua. To that we have to add sulfate ion containing salt solution, or sometimes even you can take acid also containing sulfate ion. Sulfate ion containing acid is sulfuric acid. So in this way you can even take sulfuric acid for simplicity's sake, because it is also able to supply sulfate ions. And when these two solutions are mixed, within no time you will get a white precipitate of barium sulfate. This is barium sulfate, a white precipitate, plus other one 2HCl, H2 plus Cl to 2HCl. This remains in aqua. Even this precipitate is insoluble in HCl, so HCl will be in the aqueous solution in the form of H plus and Cl minus ions. So this is another precipitation reaction, double decomposition reaction. Barium sulfate. You are taking barium chloride, adding sulfuric acid. This is barium chloride plus sulfuric acid. You can take copper sulfate, you can take potassium sulfate, you can take zinc sulfate, you can take magnesium sulfate. Any sulfate solution you can take, immediately you will get barium sulfate solution. Similarly, lead sulfate. I am taking here lead nitrate, PbNO3 twice, because it is available in the laboratory. This is lead nitrate. Sometimes you can write here lead 2 nitrate, because its valence is plus 2. You can write in this manner, lead 2 nitrate, which is soluble in water, aqua. You have to add any sulfate solution. For example, let us take copper sulfate. Copper sulfate. This is blue solution. This is blue color. And add these two, immediately you will get lead sulfate, a precipitate. This is lead sulfate. White precipitate plus copper nitrate remains in solution, CuNO3 twice aqua. CuNO3 twice aqua. So this remains in solution. You see peculiarity, this is the blue color solution. You are adding to the colorless solution. And thereby lead sulfate is obtained as a white precipitate. This is settling down at the bottom of the test tube. If you observe, this precipitate will be white in color. Above solution is present, that is copper nitrate. Copper nitrate is blue in color. So above the precipitate, the clear solution is present, that is blue in color, that is copper nitrate solution. This is also blue in solution. Copper sulfate is blue, copper nitrate is blue, copper carbonate is green. Similarly, one more you can take here, calcium carbonate and magnesium carbonate. I am taking magnesium salt in the form of magnesium nitrate, MgNO3 twice, completely dissolved in water because it is nitrate salt, aqua. Plus, you have to get carbonate. All the first year group metallic carbonates are soluble in water. So you can add sodium carbonate here, aqua. Magnesium ion combines with carbonate ion, giving you magnesium carbonate. This is magnesium carbonate, a white precipitate, plus sodium nitrate remains on 2 sodium ions and 2 nitrate ions. This will combine to give you 2 NaNO3. This will be in aqua. This is another equation. This is what you call magnesium nitrate, completely soluble in water, and you are adding sodium carbonate, you are getting a magnesium carbonate, white precipitate. This is white precipitate. Similarly, you can take for example aluminum carbonate. You want to write, you can take aluminum chloride solution, or even you can take aluminum nitrate solution completely dissolved in water, AlNO3 thrice. This is aluminum nitrate, aqua. Plus, you have to add carbonate. Generally, we will take ammonium carbonate, for example, we will take NH4, ammonium salts are completely soluble in water. NH4 twice CO3. This is ammonium carbonate. You are adding aluminum ion combines with carbonate ion, giving you aluminum carbonate precipitate. Formula is Al2CO3 thrice. This is precipitate. Plus ammonium nitrate, formula NH4NO3. This remains in solution. 2 elements you are having here, you have to write 2 here. And there are 3 carbonate ions, all these 3 must be from this place. 3 ammonium carbonate molecules, 3 into 2, 6, 2 into 3, 6, and there will be 6 ammonium nitrate molecule. This is the balanced equation. This is aluminum carbonate, which is a white precipitate. So in this way, you can write carbonate reactions. Any precipitate, any solution you can take. 2 soluble salts, you have to get insoluble salt from that. Such equation you have to select. All these are nothing but precipitation, all these are double decomposition reactions. Please note it. Now let us consider some more examples which are given here. aluminum phosphate, magnesium phosphate, lead chromate, barium chromate, all these are insoluble. Barium chromate is yellow, lead chromate is yellow, aluminum phosphate is white, magnesium phosphate is white. Magnesium phosphate, this is MgPO4. This is PO4. Mg3, PO4 twice. Because phosphate valence is -3, magnesium +2, combining these two, you will get the formula like that, magnesium phosphate. Let us take aluminum phosphate. First of all, you have to take the aluminum salt, which is soluble in water. Generally, all the nitrates are soluble, all the astates are soluble. So, I am taking here aluminum nitrate, aqua, plus you have to take phosphate. All the first A group metal sulfates are soluble in water. So I am taking sodium phosphate. Sodium phosphate formula Na plus PO4 3 minus Na3 PO4 aqua. This is sodium phosphate. Combining these two, aluminum combines with phosphate and immediately it is precipitated within no time. So you will get here aluminum phosphate, simple formula AlPO4, arrow mark downwards. This is aluminum phosphate, which is a white precipitate, plus other one. What is the other one? Sodium nitrate. Here aluminum nitrate AlNO3 thrice. 3Na, 3NO3, you will get here 3NaNO3 soluble in water, that is aqua. Over. Even you can take magnesium phosphate, you can take magnesium chloride, for example, or magnesium acetate, magnesium chloride, aqua, plus phosphate, sodium phosphate, let us take once again, Na3PO4, aqua. Magnesium phosphate is obtained. Magnesium +2, phosphate -3. So it is formula is Mg2PO4, Mg3PO4 twice. This is arrow mark downwards. This is magnesium phosphate, which is white precipitate. And here NaCl, they will combine to give you a sodium chloride, aqua. Not balanced. 3 magnesium ions are there. You have to take 3 magnesium ions from the magnesium chloride. You have to change the coefficient, but not the formula by writing the balanced equation. And similarly, 3Mg, okay. 2 phosphate ions are there. You have to take 2 phosphate ions from this. You have to change the coefficient from 2. 2 into 3, 6 sodium ions. 2 into 3, 6 chloride ions, so there will be 6 sodium chlorides. So this is the balanced equation. That is how to write. Similarly, lead chromate, yellow precipitate, barium chromate, yellow precipitate. You can take lead chromate. For that purpose, you have to take lead nitrate, PbNO3 twice, aqua, plus chromate solution. In the laboratory, potassium chromate is directly available. Even take sodium chromate also. Potassium chromate K2CrO4. This is potassium chromate. All the chromates are yellow in color. This is also aqua. When these two are combined, lead ion combines with chromate ion, lead +2, CrO4 -2, direct combination, PbCrO4. This is lead chromate, yellow precipitate, plus other one remains 2K, 2NO3, 2KNO3, aqua, it remains in aqua. So that is the lead chromate precipitate reaction. All these are double decomposition. And finally, I am taking barium chromate. You can take barium salt like barium chloride, aqua. Barium chloride I am taking, aqua. Chromate solution, I am taking sodium chromate, Na2CrO4, yellow solution. This is also soluble in water. This is sodium chromate, this is barium chloride. Both are mixed. You will get immediately a yellow precipitate, that is BaCrO4, barium chromate. It is yellow precipitate. Plus other one, sodium chloride, 2NaCl, that remains in solution. This is how to develop the equations for all the precipitation reactions. Take any insoluble solid, salt, take the cation part in the solution form, take the anion part in the solution form, mix these two, and that salt will be obtained as the solid. That is called precipitate. The whole reaction is called precipitation reactions. Don't forget, all the precipitation reactions are, most of the precipitation reactions like this, they belong to double decomposition reactions. Okay, this is how to develop writing the chemical equations for the precipitation reactions. It is very easy also to write all these. You can write such equations, many also. Try to write these equations leisurely and get a practice over them. You can get the grip over them if you make a practice, right practice. Thank you very much for your kind hearing. Thank you.